Hello and welcome to this FPL Gameweek 2 Experts Team video with me, Holly Shand. The experts got off to a fantastic start in Gameweek 1 and they're going to be tackling all the big questions ahead of Gameweek 2 before setting up their own team. Help me get this one to 500 likes and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Let's get into it. Our experts are a talented bunch. We've got the FPL champion from last season, Ali FPL Guns. They've got 495 seasons of experience between them, with 22 top 1k finishes, a further 78 top 10k finishes, and 182 top 100k finishes. Now, if we have a look at how the Experts League is doing after 1 week of action, it's myself and FPL Frazier at the top with 88 points, followed by Ollie Poole on 87 points. FPL Mate is fourth on 86 points. And then in among a quadruple of teams on 85 points, it's the Experts team, along with FPL Tips, Redditor, and who got the assist, Tom, with FPL Nim and FPL Phillips tied on 9th place on 84 points. So what a week for the experts. Here's how the team got on then, with some big decisions going our way. 85 points in game week 1, a massive 9-pointer from Onana in goal. A Stupinan delivered, as did Chilwell. It was a tough decision for the experts whether to go Stones or Chilwell to start the season, and the luck to have gone with Chilwell. He looks like a fantastic pick going forwards as well. Gabriel, the only blank in the defence, a little bit of an issue perhaps here for the expert squad. It'll be interesting to see what they say when it comes to transfer time. Moving into the attack, and an impressive performance from the Arsenal midfielders, Saka and Martinelli, both among the attacking returns. Blanks for the Manchester United midfielders. It'll be interesting to see how the experts plan to approach that double up on the United attack going forwards. And Bomo just about won the battle of the 6.5 midfielders for an inclusion in game week 1, and he delivered with a 7-pointer with a penalty, looking like a great pick going forwards now. And although the experts voted that the best second forward was Watkins, the majority had João Pedro in their squad, so that's what we went with here, and what a start from him with a 7-pointer. He's just going to go up and up in price if that form continues. And it was almost a clean sweep of experts wanting Haaland captain. He was the highest scoring player in the team, so we cannot complain about that decision going forward either. The experts look in a really healthy position now then. They had that good first substitute, 2.5 million in the bank, so loads of flexibility going forward, and with a rank of just outside the top 200k in game week 1. The experts team is actually a real contender to have a really great FPL season. FPL cannot be won in game week 1, but it can certainly be lost. Looking at the experts' transfer plans then for game week 2, and there's some key areas to work on in the squad. Obviously, the surprise rotation for Gabriel caught a lot off guard, including the experts. He's the third most sold defender going into game week 2. And for our expert team, that double up on the Manchester United attack with Rashford and Fernandes didn't pay off in game week 1, with the move to have Salah in there instead probably the right one on reflection with 1 game week of data. So how do the experts plan to tackle this? Rashford and Fernandes are the 4th and 5th most sold midfielders going into game week 2. However, I polled the experts, I shared the team, I said, what should the experts team do for game week 2? 94% of the experts voted to roll the transfer. Now, this is really interesting. We see, certainly at the start of the season when engagement's really high in FPL, there's a lot of knee-jerk moves, and I think that there's a lot of points chasing from the previous week. However, this just shows you how these experts get these fantastic finishes. They stay patient with their fantasy assets. All pre-season, they were scouting these assets and have decided that Rashford and Fernandes are certainly going to be good picks long term. And certainly going into game week 3, rolling the transfer in game week 2 gives you ultimate flexibility to then get ahead in game week 3 with 2 free transfers and be able to make more moves. Now, the 6% that voted to make a transfer in game week 2 looked at a move from Gabriel to Reece James. Now, this would be a triple up on the Chelsea defence, and we need to be careful with these Chelsea assets now, because they are going to be fantastic going forward, but it's all going to be, particularly come game week 3 when the fixtures really do turn, being on the optimal Chelsea triple up. So again, more information would be better to really figure out going into game week 3 who are the best 3 Chelsea players, because you don't want to end up on a triple up on Chelsea going into game week 3 and then realise that it's not the optimal triple up and have to do a little bit of surgery to get round to the best trio. Let's have a look at how the community team sets up for game week 2 then. And as always, I did leave some polls in the community section on YouTube for you to have your say on this lineup. The big decision in goal was whether to start Onana or Areola, who now looks like he could be first choice at West Ham. 84% of you voted to start Onana away to Spurs. So it's great to have that insight from you guys. Remember to keep an eye on this community page going into next Tuesday and Wednesday to have your say for game week 3. Again, there was a bit of a bench decision into the defence, with me asking which defender should be benched from Chilwell, Colwill, Gabriel and Estupiñán into game week 2. Now, the outstanding favourite here to go to the bench was Colwill on 61%. Second was Gabriel with 26%. So that just shows a lot of you guys are happy to keep the faith with Gabriel, hoping that he gets to start in game week 2 away at Palace and potentially a clean sheet. There's no big changes in the attack, with the big question being who to captain in game week 2. Again, I polled the experts on this one. Outstanding results, 100% voted to captain Haaland, so he remains captain going into game week 2 with Saka on the vice captaincy. If you've got any questions ahead of game week 2, get in the comments. I respond to all comments before the deadline. And if you found this video useful, hit the like button. Let's try and get this one to 500 likes, and subscribe to the channel as well. Now, tomorrow I'll be back with the press conference stream at 1 PM UK time, followed by the deadline stream coming 1 hour before the game week 2 deadline. Now, the links for both of those are at the end of this video and in the comments as well. So make sure you've hit that notify button. That will let you know whenever I go live. Thank you for watching.